Alrighty, good morning everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Today is Monday, December 16th. It is 7:47 a.m. And there's a beautiful cloudy sky over my apartment today. um, so today we're going to be working on some front end stuff. My guy who's been doing the back end work, he's hit like a pretty good point where some of his stuff is up in a production environment now. So I'll see if I can interface with that today without having to go grab a bunch of environment key secrets and a bunch of stuff. But if not, there's plenty of fun front end work for us to do by ourselves. So if you would like to join me for that, please have a sip of your favorite beverage. This morning, we're going to have some matcha and, of course, the Iron Goddess Oolong. All right, let's have a sip. And now we are well caffeinated enough to to go about the day here. All right, go away, OBS. Okay, so let me just show you kind of where we are right now after a couple of days of progress. I should figure out how to better do this. So as you can see, if you've been following along with some of the streams, I switched from iTerm 2 to WesTerm, kind of in the hopes of being able to have like a configuration I can use for a terminal that is cross-platform. So I typically do a lot of my development for work on Windows 10 and 11, and a good amount of my personal programming, of course, gaming still on Windows too. But for the past now several weeks, I've been on Mac here, doing all this fun web dev stuff, and so I've been looking for something that I can use pretty easily to just set up like my terminals, some of my installed files, settings I need, kind of cross-platform and all that stuff. So here is what we've got so far. So I've got kind of this whole thing built out. Originally I was using a library out there called React Reader. Shout out to React Reader, by the way. Pretty cool stuff. Unfortunately, that library is built out using React class components, and those I have just about no idea how to work with, how to interface with. I'm a pretty recent React dev, so I'm going off of here, right? Off of kind of like their learn pages and stuff, and I actually don't even know, is it like in the legacy APIs? Yes. Look, they got rid of a bunch of class component stuff. Yeah. So, basically, I thought it would be a bad idea to try to just bring over like the bulk of our front end from Paradigm that is seemingly deprecated, that I don't really have any idea in, and there were a couple of features that we wanted to actually get running that would require some rewriting in the React Reader layer itself. So stuff like restyling, these buttons here for navigation, this like table of contents menu, as well as interfacing directly with, if we click through, with the highlight and annotation API in EPUB.js, which is what React Reader is kind of wrapping, vanilla JavaScript EPUB viewer component, right? So from all of that, I kind of decided rewrite was in order. Rewrite is done now. So now we're back to kind of going and adding features. And so I guess the time is as good as any to kind of go over what it is we're actually trying to build here. And basically that is this. So when you create like an annotation in this book, we bring up a little pop-up here that has kind of like the text that you highlighted, as well as whatever you would like to type into it. So my thoughts here, right? And when you click create post, that would go get sent over to the back end, and we'd have like a permanent, highlight annotation for your user account living on the server, right? And this is a feature, that other sort of like reading things have already. So if we look at this embarrassing collection of Kindle books here, if we look at like Kindle, right, they have the ability to go generate these, right, to go make notes, all this stuff, and they're attached. They're attached to the thing, and if we actually went and created it, it would save like a little highlighted section here. The thing that we're trying to build out is, and we'll do a sip for effect here, is basically what if all of the annotations and notes on for people reading a book were public. What if that was a basically social media discussion forum where people can go see annotations, highlights that other people have left inside a book, and be able to kind of have a sort of book club or a round table type discussion, like and see other people's thoughts and ideas as they go read through a text. If we like move those things as close together, and it's not really building out any new technology or anything. We took like some existing stuff, the ability to create posts that Kindle and all these other places kind of do, and it's things like this feature kind of exists within like a Microsoft Office or Google Drive right now, where you can leave like comments and highlights on parts of text, but they're meant for like proofreading first, right? So if we just take that idea, apply it to actually like reading a book to get the most out of it, then I think that's a pretty powerful, interesting thing here. Because the best way to read a book is with other people to go through the text and discuss it very deeply, as opposed to kind of reading it as fast as possible and incentivizing people to just do that, which is what a lot of the current like book tracking social media platforms out there do right now. So places like Goodreads, especially, and Storygraph, the bulk of the interaction you get is at the book's end, where you go leave a rating, and you get to see if you're achieving your reading goals in terms of like bulk of text read. And there's a service I use as well called League of Comic Geeks. This is where I I host my too many comic book reading material in here. But like as you can see, like the thing basically works to incentivize you to just read as much as possible. Like that's what happens when the main functionality is this like tracking system, right? And I think that it's like interesting, and it's a way to get like recommendations and to track where you've been, but it's not a good way to incentivize people again to go like read deeply and study, and get the most out of a particular text that they're after, right? Like I've read apparently 449 comic books with James Gordon in it, Commissioner Gordon, and like it's cool to have that stat, but it's not as maybe useful, because like using a platform like this, I'm incentivized just to read as much as possible, and I can go play games with it too if I know I'm being measured, and like, oh, I'll only read appearances of of Jason Todd as Robin to inflate my statistics for him. Stuff like that. So all that said, I think that this is probably, in my opinion, a better way to do social media for books, is to focus on the actual part of the book reading that really matters, and that's like your experience with it, not trying to reach some like arbitrary stretch goal of how many books you read in a 12-month period. You know, not trying to come up with some bogus 5-star rating at the end of it, and like a review that kind of uh, holds like all of your feelings for an entire text. That's quite hard to do, it turns out. It's like writing a book report, and the problem, another problem you face is that people will use those ratings as not just places to go have discussions, but also as product reviews on the text, right? So if someone's looking for a book to read, if they are they haven't read something before, and they're going through the Goodreads reviews to try to see if it's something they would like or not. Those places are spoiler nesting grounds, right? Spoiler breeding grounds. And if you if that's the only place you can really look to understand what's going on with the text, like inherently you're kind of screwed there. But if the place you're actually reading parts of the text is in the text itself, um, then you can actively avoid pretty much all spoilers as you go through and read. And like, let's say I got to the end of chapter 8 here of Alice in Wonderland. I wanted to discuss, oh man, this is really cool. What happened here? Of course, it's bugged right now, but that's what we're trying to fix fix today, folks. Um, yeah, I want to discuss like this exact thing. I'll write a post for it. I'll react to it, whatever. Um, and there, I'm like always engaged while reading and always able to share what it is in the text that I actually found interesting or needed clarification on, or wanted to send to my friends, right? So, so in those ways, it's I think like the best version of reading a book you could possibly get that takes advantage of this stuff. Um, all right, so all that said, there are a couple of things that are still broken with the front end today, and of course there's the we haven't connected it to the back end service yet. So we're gonna go try to address those, and yeah, I think hopefully by the end of this week. I don't know if OBS shows any of that stuff. I hope not. Nothing too embarrassing in there. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Um, anyway, what was I saying here? I've lost my train of thought. That's okay. All right, match it up, caffeinate it up. Pour in the other tea. Oh yeah, but yeah. So apart from connecting to the back end, there are a couple of UI things that are still a little broken. Like this card here, the behavior for it is not quite right. Like I think there's some better way to display the passage of the text that you highlighted, probably. Then this kind of stinks. And I would like some ability to do some things with this, like close out of this thing, have it go disappear when you click create post or you click off of it, and the problem is basically the selection changes, like when you highlight a new passage, but the what you made doesn't change. What you typed in, and that should disappear probably. If we were to like go rip off Kindle's UX for that directly, it would it would look like this, and maybe that is like a better way to do it, right? To just go create like a center focus thing that you can either boot or X out of, because I know it's probably having it be like this like little card that moves around the screen. It's like kind of tiny. I don't know if that's like super great. Definitely not on mobile. And this is I think the biggest like UI design problem to solve here is mobile, because like on web I have clearly enough room to like shove annotations and like little markers for other people's posts, like wherever the hell I want. And that's like I think not too bad. But on mobile, like, and this is where like I would think the bulk of people are reading ebooks. Um, if it's difficult enough to highlight a passage of text on there already. So if we are drawing like the box like in a weird spot or something, and we can actually go check right now. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, so I've got Kindle app on my phone. Okay. All right, so Kindle app on my phone, right? You click and drag to scroll, right? Okay, so I've highlighted like a section of the text here. And now how do I like make a note attached to that on mobile? Oh, here, that was like I don't even know what the hell that was. And that might just be like the crappy mapping of in this iPhone emulator here. But yeah, so that's how I do it. And again, I'm not too thrilled with how that UI sort of looks. I don't think there's a way to make this any bigger. This is like how somehow this thing can actually figure out like what my real screen size is on this display. There's some good math going on there. Yeah. Okay, but so that's kind of like what it looks like. I have to click. If I click anywhere on this passage, I can see, or I guess not anywhere. Yeah, but like I said, it's difficult. It's difficult because like the act of highlighting something sucks on mobile, and then trying to go cram into the space that you have on mobile, like a little pop up for other people's posts especially. It's a little challenging. Okay, so first things first. We're still just trying to get web working in like a pretty decent way here. I think probably worth just going with the render this thing to the center idea. I think that makes more sense because it is like annoying having this thing like jump around all over the place. Because then like I gotta go click into it, and then ideally like you highlight something, and I know I'm like doing this thing. I don't know if that quite makes sense. All right, but finally I think it's time to break out the code today. So let's do that. So actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick because it's been quite chilly, and I need to go take a quick break for that. That didn't quite work. Excuse me. Okay. So currently I have that pop-up component is that like post creating UI. And that is getting like a position from the like highlight thing. Yes, like that. So I think that's probably way overkill. Again, way overkill for what I need it to do. So let's get rid of the positioning thing. We will just hard code that to like the center middle of the screen. We doxed ourselves. Yeah, unfortunate. I'll go move that to a secret environment variable and change that later. Yeah. So actually, I don't think I need this as a ref anymore, because I was trying to basically create an event to handle clicking off of it, but I think like maybe I still need that. Oop. Sorry, just like a little sick today. My little getting stuck here. Yeah, so I think we want to do something like this, and then in the pop-up itself, we want like an X button. So what would that look like? Oh shit. That's a problem. Alright, so yeah, not quite yet. But we want like the X button up at in this header here. Alright, so we need to pass in like the on click from here to turn off the pop-up. And that should also probably blow away the current contents of the thing. So set is pop-up visible. I think we need like a different callback for that, right? Okay, do I need this props anymore? Oops. Alright, let's see. What is it complaining about? Void. Do I need it like that? No. How do I declare like the that syntax? Oh, it should be like here, right? Yeah, is that not content string there we go. All right. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, sweet. So, and then unfortunately, this current way we're doing it, which is not quite good, I think. To handle close. Close pop up, and then we do like set thoughts. Okay, sweet. So that does blow away our thing right now. Excellent. Okay, so now what we want is, actually, this should be. I actually don't know why it was closing then. Interesting. Or was blowing away our text. Okay, well, fine. It's fine. All right, I'm going to make that button show up at the correct part of the card here. This is a Shad CN UI component, so we can go try to see what to do. Flex call. Maybe maybe like that. No, not quite. I'm curious why, because those are supposed to be flexed. So why is it not? Inline flex. All right, let's grok it. Okay, so let's change it in here to flex rel. No. Okay, there we go. Still not quite what we want. I kind of want it to just be at like the top right of the card, right? Let's leave that as is. And we'll just pull this out to here. And we want it in like the top right? So all right, sweet, nice. So that's good. And then this whole thing we want to be in the, like right in the square middle of the screen. So let's do top 1/2, left 1/2. Okay, so that's not quite the middle because it's like offset a little. So how would I make that like minus the width? Yeah, I don't quite like that transform shit. I wonder, is there a way to do without transform? And I think the answer is, how should we say, is like justify center. I think that's it. And then what else is? It's like a line middle. No. Item center. Yeah, I'm still like unclear like which of the two actually need, like what the difference between like justify line center is. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you know what? It might be that the div around it is enforcing some add location, right? Okay, we'll let that stay there for now. Oh, hi, Rabbit. Hey, don't chew on cables. Oh. Come on, stop it. Oh, no. Oh, don't eat the power cable for my desktop. No. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Frickin' Rabbit. You alright? She's slip sliding around down there. This is why you're not supposed to be back there eating cables, Bunny. You know that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. I think we're past the crisis now. Okay. So, yeah, I think this needs to be not inside that div. Hey, stop it! That's my charger. God damn Rabbit. It's not even in your way anymore. Come on. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's do like a compare here. So this is like some Ion pop up. So is this like a React Native thing? Because there's like a bunch of like iOS stuff in here. Um, and I would like to not go React Native this right now. That sounds a little, but I might have to. No, there's some way to do this without this crap. Okay, let's try this fixed thing. No. Fixed inset 0. Okay. Hmm. We might have to do this the transform way. Hmm. Let's map that create post link to an on click right now. Because like later on it's going to be, you know, connecting to the endpoint, but I don't think the one for creating posts works quite yet. We had to rewrite, or my buddy who's doing the backend stuff had to rewrite a bunch of stuff to get all of that working with in Vercel, like to deploy into production. Okay, so let's try. Let's try making it a little bigger, because I think it would be nice if it was like a little bigger. Huh. That's not quite what I want here. Maybe if I look at like if I look at other chat CMs, I'm sure there is one that's like the. So I'm using this like card one. Yeah, I'm a little unclear still. Like how I get that to show up. Yeah, maybe it should be like this dialogue thing. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too terrible if I do this, right? Oh, whoops. Hahaha. I'm still trying to use tmux commands to navigate around here. I had to get rid of tmux, unfortunately, from my dev stack here because of Windows. I can't use it on Windows. As much as I would like to be using tmux for some of this stuff, it just doesn't make as much sense. Well, it does make as much sense to be like the native way I handle terminal multiplexing, and this is why I went with WesTerm. Is I needed something that I could do that on Windows with, basically. Okay, so if we convert over this stuff now, oops. What the hell is this called? Dialogue. Yes, that's not right. um, dialogue trigger. I don't know what the hell that does. We will find out. See, that's not right. That's getting like rendered like way up there. So yeah, we're not even using that close pop-up shit now too. But there's no no. Alright. If that comes like completely out of the thing. No. Oh, look at that. Okay, but yeah, but so this is kind of what I want, right? Showing it like that, definitely not what I want. So how do I do this? Okay. So here, the trigger is this, is clicking that button. I want the trigger to be the highlighting though, right? So set pop-up content. Yeah, so how does the trigger part of this work? So maybe I actually do want to make the button and the position show up based on where you highlight them. I kind of want this to just not work like that. That's not quite right. Because what is this doing right now? The highlight is setting, my show pop-up, right? Yeah, show me the docs with this damn thing. Alright. So, window overlay. Well, so let's actually try that with making it have the position. Because I think if it's anywhere else in here, then it's like not gonna work. I think I don't need this anymore. Yeah, so it is, I think, just a matter of, sorry, that's the wrap. Because like I get the, I think I get for free now this X button. Yeah, so I think I just want to render this as a button like wherever then. Wherever I do the highlight. So we do need like the old state of this thing to go grab. Oh. That's gonna be like quite a while ago. All right, here we go. And then where is top and left? Where do they get used? They would get used like in the top level style, I think. Okay, here we go. So like now I want that. Then I just need like this block here. And that would be for this thing. So now I just need to pass in the position again. Oh. Is that not how I do that? grab like these guys. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, and then this is pop-up position again. Ah! Go away. What? Oh. Alright. So let's see if that kind of works now. No. God damn it. Yeah, and I think that's because this is now, it's not where we want it to be. I think we want it to be like way on top, right? No, guess not. Alright, we got like 15 minutes left. I think we can figure this out in 15 minutes. Okay. Alright, maybe in here, because that's like the whole viewport. Top. Well, see, so it's finding, I think it like knows where I want it to be. It's getting the position passed into it. But it's not rendering like on top of everything. Even though it does have that Z index, right? Sorry. That rabbit, she's always up to no good. So, why is my dialogue still alright, maybe we have to go in here and this style has to get applied to like the whole dialogue as well. Oh, there we go. All right, badass. So that's where we want it to be. Ooh, and now it's good. Okay, well, pretty close. Yeah, so we want it to go like that and that. then disappears. Then that disappears. Okay, so I think then what if I make this like a button? Haha! Ho ho ho! Look at that! Look at that! But I think I actually want it to be like the bottom right. Yeah, I think bottom right works better. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of doing what I wanted to do. Okay, sweet. Now, it could be a little less ugly. But that's pretty good. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can do something about that. What if I get rid of this z-index? Yeah, that's never gonna work right. How do I like make this trigger disappear now when the thing is open here? Damn it. Okay, well that's pretty good. God damn it. I think that is just worth committing as it is. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, I think I want that just in my get ignore for now. Oh, actually, we'll just do start at epub. Yeah, because I don't want to be serving EPUBs from my public folder right now. That will eat up bandwidth much more quickly than I have been going through. Okay, well, so, okay. I think, yeah, I just would like to go fix this thing. This make post button still showing up here. Maybe if I just drop this by like a bit. Okay, cool. Alright, we fixed it. Good enough. Alright. Okay, well that's pretty freaking good. That's like the main functionality there, um, for making posts. Okay, so that's I think like great progress today. Got that, like, because previously, this UI was quite terrible. Still not great. Like, probably need to rethink this part somehow. Um, the fact that we've got like this, and that's working is quite awesome. Oh, and that saves it even if I just like. Oh, okay, that's good. That's actually the functionality I want, right? If you accidentally click off, you still have your draft as long as you don't highlight something new. Okay, well maybe it doesn't quite work like that. Okay, so there's still a little tweaking there, but I think that's a lot better now. So that's ready probably directly to go get connected to the back end when that is all set. Um, and then the other big front end thing that has to happen now is got to be let's see. Okay, well, making that disappear. If I click somewhere else. Well, I guess I can add back the close. Uh, well, because I want these to like be right next to each other. So like right now, where the hell did that thing go? Mm. Oh, okay. All right, you know what? Fine. We will just leave that for now. There's still a little bit of work, I guess, to do there. Um, but we will leave things like this because that's like a little natural. Okay, but yeah, still some cleanup stuff to do next time, and hopefully, but I think we're doing pretty good here in terms of front end stuff. Hopefully by the end of this week, like the actual will be ready for a demo, And yeah, that would be pretty awesome. All right, so thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Happy programming, happy holidays, all that fun stuff. And